Welcome back. It is baseball season, which means kids are out and about throwing the ball and playing Little League baseball. In two neighboring towns, they are noticing participation trends heading in the opposite direction. Alex Hirsch has the story.
Baseball was once considered America's sport. Spending a day at the ballpark or an evening at the Little League fields was commonplace. According to Little League International, the number of participants worldwide has been on a steady decline since the late 90s, going from 2.9 million to 2.4 million over the last 3 years. In Vermont, St. Johnsbury has taken particular notice of that decline.
Our Babe Ruth softball program has declined significantly. We dropped from 3 teams to 1 this season.
Carrie Priest is the president of St. Johnsbury Baseball and Softball and has noticed kids trading in their bats for lacrosse sticks, spring hockey gear, and altogether more physical sports. As a mom with a son who plays lacrosse, that's something that worries her.
As a mother who has a child who's had 4 concussions in 1 year, yes. I mean, I think it's a big concern.
In addition to worries about more physical sports, she's also just sad to see Little League struggling. She says this decline could be attributed to parents no longer playing catch in the yard, the distraction of social media, or the desire to do something more active.
There's one town that seems to be the exception to the rule when it comes to people participating in Little League. Linden, St. Johnsbury's next-door neighbor, has seen its numbers stay the same, if not grow a little bit.
This is Holly McKeon's second year on the board for Linden Youth Baseball and Softball, her first year as president. She also has 3 kids. 2 play ball here.
So we've had about 460 players sign up each year.
She says in this part of the Northeast Kingdom, they figured out a way to counter declining numbers. They targeted 5 through 7-year-olds and developed a coach pitch league to help transition kids from T-ball to the minor leagues.
I think starting at the lower levels really makes a big difference. You get them involved, they have fun, they learn the game, they start to love it, and then they want to continue to play.
She tells me that her program also has the benefit of kids from multiple towns participating.
We have over 160 volunteers in our league, and they come back year after year.
She says those volunteers help keep the community connected and keep Little League a hit around here.
We have anonymous donors for new scoreboards, for batting cages, so the community really steps up here.
That is something St. Johnsbury struggles with.
It's hard. Our league, we're lacking volunteers, from every level up through, as far as maintaining our fields and everything.
Justin Lemieux is the vice president for the head of softball in St. Johnsbury. He says without volunteers maintaining the fields, the quality isn't there.
It's a trickle-down effect. If kids aren't having fun year after year, your numbers keep going down.
As for Priest, she just wants the game to be great again.
I'm hoping we can bring it back to being America's sport.
Alex Hirsch, Channel 3 News, St. Johnsbury.
You know, I can't help but think, Alex, when I was little and actually played over in St. Jay, we had like tons of teams and we would play each other in our own communities. How in the world do they schedule if they've got one softball team?
Well, so right now they're looking towards towns like East Hardwick and Newport right now to help make a league, essentially, to schedule games against them so that they can play.
And it seems like they're hoping for maybe some more support, so maybe a story like this might be able to help that.
Yeah, more support will definitely add, more money to the league, and therefore they can have more people play.
Keep it around. Was baseball one of your things?
Oh, it was my favorite sport growing up. I miss it so much. It was hard doing that story and not picking up a mitt myself.
I bet it was.